Dave, you made this beat.
Mark is on its way, boy.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Christian back with another video. Today, I'm going to be breaking down some sells that I did in Nasdaq. Well, I only executed on this one sell here, but I did find other opportunities as well, which we will dive into. Okay, so let me turn these off for a second. All right, let's scrub over to the higher time frames. Kind of get a taste of what I was looking at and how I was internalizing price when I got on the charts this morning. So when I got on the charts, I saw this was a bull face bear candle. Okay. Plus we're in a bearish market, right? What else do we see? We see equal lows here. We're very close to these equal lows. So I assumed that we would potentially want to get below these lows down to like 13,000-ish, at least. So but as we could see right here, we're kind of pushing back. But nonetheless, when I first got on the chart, this is what I saw. I just saw basically this bearish candle. I assumed that we were probably going to pull back into that candle and then probably continue lower to that 13,000 mark, right? But with that being said, as an outline from the higher time frame, that basically was the bias, was bearish. So let's scrub down to the lower time frames, right? So when I got on, I also saw this, right? I saw these equal highs as buy side liquidity. We were right up in here, right? So this whole move didn't happen just yet, right? So I marked this. I ended up thinking, okay, this is where I want to see price kind of pierce and then show us some kind of rejection. So then we can start searching for some kind of continuations lower, right? So let's go to the 1 minute. Pull up some annotations. So essentially using the framework that I just outlined on the daily chart, as price pushed up here, I also noticed this consolidation. First thing my mind hops to when I see this type of stuff and say we're in a bearish market, like this example, whenever I see a rally up and I have a point of interest above us and I know we're in a bearish market, I jump straight to market maker frameworks, market maker buy and sell models. But in this case, it was a potential market maker sell model. So as price got up there, I kept that in mind as well. So right when I seen this happen, right, there's a swing low here, there's a swing low here, right, and there was a swing low here. Once we broke this swing low, right, and created this fair value gap, that's when I started thinking, okay, we're going to get into a sell right now, right? I set a limit there. As I saw this running lower, as price pushed up, it ended up triggering me in. We ended up riding this whole move lower, right? 4:30 this morning, and then all throughout the morning, right? Ended up updating all the way through, put some notes and stuff like that. But yeah, so pretty basic approach, right? There wasn't too many moving parts. I just figured that we're bearish, so just follow the rules and execute, right? So we ended up bagging up, I think it was like 100 something, right? 100 something points. I believe we got out somewhere in here. Let me pull up the executions, see exactly where it was. Yeah, so when price came lower, right, that was the entry. When it came lower, ended up taking partials here right below this liquidity pool. Wanted to get below this fair value gap. If we would have pushed lower, I would have been holding still. But nonetheless, when price bounced up here, I ended up taking out my profits right here, right, like these little blue arrows. I figured that, once we popped up here, we were probably going to react right up in this fair value gap, but we didn't. So as price came up here, I started kind of losing faith in it. So I ended up just collapsing the trade. One thing to keep in mind too, all of this price action was above the midnight candle or the midnight open price, right, for the daily range. So in terms of power of three, anything above the midnight candle, when we're in a bearish market, that could be considered as ideal sell scenarios. And then you reverse it for the buy scenarios, right? So yeah, when I ended up taking partials here, ended up taking profits there, I noticed kind of that, this was also a buying opportunity from this area as well. There was a 15-minute fair value gap. Of course, we'd be counter trend trading if we decided to take this idea, but nonetheless, the rules are there. We ran sell side liquidity into a fair value gap. Here's a swing high, broke the swing high. There's a fair value gap. Okay, ended up taking off from that point, right? And that was like, let's see how many points that would have been. Probably been like 100 points. Close 70 points, right? In a counter trend move, not bad, right? Not bad. But as we pushed forward, right, 6 o'clock came, and then when 6:30 came, here's this this craziness right up in here. You could have kind of looked at this area as a potential entry, right? You could have seen this low here. We've got above these equal highs after 5 a.m. Pacific time, right? Ended up running that, breaking the low, boom, there's an entry there, right? But if you would have held thinking that we were going to go lower in this scenario, you would have ended up getting taken out from this candle, right? That's something to consider about 6:30, because 6:30 generally creates some crazy volatility, as you see here, right? It kind of just bounces around, shaking everybody out. When this pushed up here, okay, this is basically them taking out all these people that tried to sell in this idea here, in this little swing, right? So they ran once, shot down, pulled even more sellers in, and then shot up again, taking them out, right? And then, created this swing low here. And then once price broke that swing low, there's this fair value gap, which it returned to and created another selling opportunity, right? With the same rules, took buy side liquidity, okay? Created a swing low, ran that swing low with energy, came back to the fair value gap that was created, and then just sold off, right? So either one of these ideas could have been a good idea to, enter on, right? So I hope this idea and this one makes sense. It's a very simple approach. It's not too many moving parts. But yeah, so over here also you can see that, the same idea occurred, right? There's buy side liquidity here. Okay, it ran lower and then shot all the way up, taking out this liquidity. There's also this fair value gap that was still left open. Ended up filling that fair value gap, breaking this swing low, returned back to this fair value gap, and then ended up continuing to sell off, right? So these are the 3 sell scenarios, right? There was one buying scenario here that I saw. And there's also another buying opportunity here, right? As well, same idea as over here. It ran sell side liquidity, okay? Created a high, ran that high, came back in the fair value gap, boom, there's an entry, right? Here's another fair value gap, boom, entry, right? So all from the new model that's being taught. As you can see, it happens a lot. It's just a matter of you studying it, and studying people that know how to utilize it. If you're having difficulties, it really helps, right? And I hope that this breakdown kind of helps you guys that may be struggling as well, because this stuff can really change your life. Like it's a crazy thing with this stuff. This understanding these concepts is absolutely insane, right? And yeah, like I mean, this right here, think about it. Like, you only need 1 or 2 of these trades to make a total difference per week in your life. Like it's incredible, honestly, right? So yeah, with that being said, I hope this stuff or this breakdown kind of helps you guys with some things. I hope I can inspire you guys in some way, or at least assist you guys in any way that I can, because things are crazy nowadays. And I know that trading has changed my life, and I know I know a lot of other people that it's also helped as well. Just takes time. So don't get discouraged. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Like I said, I hope this helped you guys. If there's anything you guys need clarification on, please let me know. I'd be happy to make a video about it and share my perspective and some of my knowledge as well, right? So yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. And like I said, drop some things in the comment section that you want me to talk about. And if you guys can share this video with people, I truly appreciate it, and share the channel as well, because we're trying to grow the channel and basically trying to help as many traders as we can, because this stuff can really change your life. So, all right, you guys, take care.
Dave, you made this beat.